Hey there, fellow reefers. Time to post another update on the tank. Good news and bad news. I'll start with the bad news. The yellow tangs I've added ended up having Cryptocaryon, so tank's going to have to go fallow for about 45 days, which is not exciting, but necessary, especially this early in the tank's life. Plan on adding a lot of sensitive tangs and really don't want to risk it. So since we are so early, I decided I'm going to pull out the clowns and the tangs that are in there, put them in a quarantine setup, and treat them for about 30 days while going through a 45-day fallow period at about 82 degrees plus in the main tank. So that's the plan there. I have a sponge filter, one of the cheap air-driven ones, soaking in my original tank upstairs right now. Going to give that about 5 more days or so of time to kind of culture with some bacteria, and then set up a quick hospital tank, trap the tangs, catch the clowns, throw them in there, and start ramping up using copper power. So that's the plan. The good news, give you an update on the tank and where it's at, is the ones are in. 3 Radeon XR30 Pros. As you can see, the diatoms are in full bloom, which is nice. The tangs, despite having a parasite, which you can't see anymore on this, I'll try to get a picture in here so you can see what they looked like, are doing really well. So they're eating, they're doing great. Clowns are still hanging out in their corner. They haven't really left. Did put a fish trap in with the nori clip, and the tangs go in there and eat, so it'll be a little easier to catch them when I'm ready. They're acclimated to that and go in there for food, so that'll be just fine. I'll stand up here, give you a better view of the tank. So that's where it's at. Okay, so from behind the scenes here, a couple changes. One, I've got most of my electrical control type equipment mounted. It needs some cable management work. I'll be working on that in time here. Went with a Bubble Magus Zeovit reactor because I couldn't get the Coraline Zoopt one. And it's a lot cheaper, but also I don't think works as well. It's not as well designed, so maybe upgrading in the future for that. The big news, as I mentioned, 3 XR30 Pros over the tank using the RMS bar and hanging system. Was able to put that up by myself, not too much trouble. And then also picked up a couple Quanta Pro Meso Blue 6-foot strips. Don't have them on yet because I need another power bar to control them. I'm out of room on my energy bar from Neptune. So one of those mounted there, and I'll be hanging another one off the back here on the back side of the tank. Other than that, I don't think there's anything new here. Set up a dose. So running Kalkwasser right now, and probably going to be hooking up sodium hydroxide to the other one because my pH is highly depressed and the alkalinity is really the only thing dropping in this tank at the moment. So that's going to be the next step. And of course, hooked up a auto top off with this 44-gallon brute here, and ran all my RO lines nice and tidy for filling. So just need another float valve, and that one will be more leak-proofed. So that'll be about it that's going on here from an update. So thank you very much. Post any questions or comments. Happy reefing.